For years, I tried to practice gratitude. For years, I would affirm every second of the day. I would try everything to become the life and become the person that I wanted to be. It wasn't until that I finally detached back from it all. I just started to literally become the master of detachment, that everything manifested in my life. And I'm going to tell you about it today because it's the most beautiful thing that you're going to experience. I want you all to experience it in your life. You see, life is something that wants to give you everything you want. It wants to give you everything you want. Have I got everything I've ever wanted in life? No, but I'm not a master. I have achieved so much in the last 2 years, which I would have thought would be almost impossible. And it's come from a place of detaching, but not detaching where I don't care. Just not being so emotionally responsive to my environment that it stops me from being able to achieve my dreams. You see, the problem that you are not manifesting is because you haven't mastered your emotions. You haven't learned to finally master your emotions and create enough of a singular sort of beam of intention that it actually comes to you. And that's because you're all over the place. You're reacting to life, to circumstance, to people, places and things. This is not necessarily you who are watching, but that's how I was. I was like that. I was literally, anything could happen and it would bother me and I'd be done. And it still happens now and then, but very rarely and very short. So when you learn to detach, it's because you have an intention. You have an intention and you have a want. You realize that the only thing that's separating you from that thing is your need for it. And this is a mind-blowing because it's like, well, how can I stop needing and wanting the thing that I desire? Well, you have to realize the only reason you want it is because you think you're going to feel a certain way when you have it. You want to be the millionaire because you think then I will never have to be frightened again. You want the love because then you will feel like you matter to someone or something. You want the health because you really want to go back into life and start to create something. My friend, what I'm saying to you is it is that whole point that Dr. Joe Dispenza says, among others, where you say, when you feel so whole that you don't even feel like you need the thing that you want anymore, that's when it comes. And that's the art of detachment. See, detachment isn't about going, I want a Mercedes. Right, nothing now. I'm just going to sit in my room and I've detached. I don't need to do anything, don't need to go anywhere. That's not the case. It's detachment from the emotional need to have it now. You see, Wayne Dyer is teaching us perfectly about detachment when he said, infinite patience creates faster manifestations. You see, it's paradoxical, this spirituality stuff, this manifestation stuff. It doesn't work in the linear way that we're taught. The harder I work, the more I get. Well, I decided I want to start sharing my gift of being able to explain things in a simple way about spirituality. And when I started to first do it with people, they were getting healings. They were getting great manifestations, sometimes better than my own life, I have to tell you. And it was quite surreal because I was thinking, wow, I'm teaching these people and I'm not experiencing it in my own life. So one day I just decided I need to live this truth, not just talk a good talk. So I made detachment my lifestyle. I made letting go and surrender a lifestyle. You see, surrender and letting go gets a bad rap because it says, I don't desire anything. Well, that's not true. And I love Michael Singer, and he obviously says spirituality is about letting go of all desire. But that's not true because his search for more depth in spirituality is a desire. So desire is beautiful. I think it's the way that God speaks to us is through desire. Now, it's also, we're taught in the Bible, the man with the withered hand. Stretch out your hand. It's the withered hand is the person who hasn't reached their desire. So they're not fully spiritually whole. It's not about getting things. It's not about Mercedes when I say reaching the desire. It's about reaching the desired state of being. But here's the beautiful part. You look and you want a Mercedes, you want that life, nothing wrong with it. You deserve it. You are like Bob Proctor would say, you're born rich, you know? Joseph Murphy, he says, poorness is a disease that needs to be eradicated. Well, fair enough. But I say this, the only time that I ever manifested money was when I let go of the need of money. and let go of the fear around money. That's a big one, right? So need inherently is fearful. Because it's like, I need that because I've got that bill to pay next week. I need that because I must do this week. I need that, So need has an inherent fear. So when you let go of need, you detach. You detach fully. But then what happens? We're taught in the Bible what you ask for in prayer and believe is already yours. Now, belief doesn't mean like an intense gratitude feeling. It's a gentle, divine knowing. And when you get to that divine knowing, that's when manifestation happens. Where does that divine knowing live? When you detach back. So let's give an example. Let's say you want $10,000 a month as a coach. And I've been there. That's what I wanted. I wanted to get there. So I sat back. Okay. Oh, that's scary. That I really want that because I just want to be able to buy my food shop at the end of the week and not scared whether my card is going to decline or not. So again, observe that fear. It's the fear that makes me need it. And then once the fear let go, I let go of the fear. And then from there, I didn't feel so needy for the money anymore. So I just claimed from that place, God is the true source of my supply. All my needs are met now and forever. That need is met now. And it would come. And then the beautiful serendipities of people just reaching out of nowhere, wanting plans with me, wanting coaching, wanting me to do this. And I'll tell you a big story of detachment and how it manifested for me. I'll never forget this story. It was when the second time I ever lived in Spain. We were just starting to do okay. My kids were going to this school that had to be paid for. And in 5 days' time, I needed to pay this fee for their school, and I just didn't have it. And I noticed it made me scared. So I intended to have it. But I couldn't detach because I was fearful. So I remember laying on the bed, doing what I teach my clients to do. I observed the feeling. I breathed, I let it go. And I claimed gently and knowingly that need was met now, the money was in my account, and it was there to be paid. Well, I cannot tell you how beautiful this story goes because I was sitting there, and it was at the time when my coaching business and other businesses I do wasn't supplying fully what we needed. So I was still singing Frankie Valli gigs from my past in Jersey Boys, So I just got a phone call. I lived in Spain, so I wasn't really doing any gigs at the time. I got a phone call. Hey there, this is Michael. I've had your number off. Now his name has left me. Mark Halliday, who I used to do gigs with, Walk Like a Man, they were called, go check it out. And he said, I need a Frankie Valli to step in on Friday, but in Ipswich. I know you're in Spain. I'm willing to fly you out. It's 2 shows. How much do you want? This is half an hour after doing that releasing work. So I remember just sitting there and going, right, I'll call you back. I just need to speak to my wife. I said, I've got to go this weekend, but we haven't got the money for the school fees, and I think I might be able to get him if I do this gig. Do it. So I went to him and said, I need this much, and I need it to happen. I need it to be in my account when I land on Friday, though. That's the deal. And then I'll do the 2 shows, and we'll be there, pal. Anyway, he immediately said yes. Probably should have asked for higher. But anyway, he said yes. I landed that Friday. Money went in the account. School fees paid. From letting go of fear. That's what detachment is. Letting go of need. And the solution came so quickly. You must hear this one. And if you believe and if you know this to be true to yourself, put amen in the comments. That's what blew my mind about this work. It's what I want you to blow your mind about. Now I live here now. I never have to worry about bills now. My needs are always met. There's more than enough. And I've lived this way by letting go of more and more, detaching more and more from need, letting go, surrendering to the divine truth that my needs are met by something greater than myself or my business or anything else. And you can do it too. You can let go of fear. You can detach and create a life that you desire. I'll see you at the next one, guys.